Anytime.
Anytime. Correct. So I'm only paid for the time I'm here. So you asked me to work off the clock. And now I have time to get to the Department of Labor. And this is the second case. Don't touch me.
Very interesting way to start the day. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. I kind of wanted to just start off with this video and just, say I don't want to just do videos about dating. I mean, dating is cooked. I will post videos about those, and I do apologize for my lack of uploads. But I do want to talk about like job crash outs a little bit. I think some of them are funny and just interesting in the way people are in like out in the wild. And have you seen this video? The guy pretty much is getting canned. He's getting let go. But there's context to it. And I want you guys to give me your feedback in the comments on what do you think this guy should have done? Do you think the job did him dirty by letting him go? Basically, to kind of sum it up a bit, and I will play it obviously, but the guy got fired before he pretty much got started that day, and he was just pretty much tripping. In my mind, I just think that there's just a better way he could have handled it, but I've been there before when I was younger. I got let go. They would have you work the entire shift damn near and be like, hey, okay, it's time to go. And you'd be like, okay, you could have just let me go like way before I got up in the morning, but that's neither here or there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will give my commentary in just a sec.
Hey, Darius.
Hey, Greg.
So, let's talk real quick. You didn't show up a half an hour early for your test?
Mm-hmm. My Uber was late. I don't know if there was traffic or whatnot, but
you didn't text me either.
I didn't.
Okay, and you obviously are late to the regular shift. I don't think that we can continue on.
Okay, so you fired me on my way here, knowing that I was coming?
I didn't know if you were coming.
And then you had me study for a test off of the clock that we were supposed to take. You knew I was coming.
How would I know if you're coming? You didn't text me.
I've come every other day that I was scheduled. I've never not shown up. No, I'm going to leave whichever fucking way I feel like it. And when the Department of Labor gets to know that you had me study for a test off of the clock, they will be in contact.
You should have already studied
Greg,
for the test.
Move the fuck out my way. Should have started. When am I going to study for a test off the clock?
That is your responsibility.
It is not my responsibility. It is the law that if I am doing something for work, I need to be paid. So tell the Department of Labor that you had me study for it off the clock. Tell the Department of Labor.
Okay.
Come on out. Tell all the owners to come on out. When were we supposed to study for this test?
You've had
on or off the clock? What time? On the clock or off the clock?
You
Answer the question.
Know the menu.
Why would I know the menu if I haven't had time to study the menu?
Those documents have been on schedule.
Those documents have been on the schedule for weeks. When were we supposed to study? On or off of the clock? It's a simple question.
You should.
Do any of the owners have an answer to that question? Were we supposed to study on the clock or off the clock?
So is your excuse,
so the Department of Labor will be in contact. There is no excuse.
Yes.
I was asked to study for a menu test off of the clock. Correct?
You were told
correct.
You were going to be tested.
Excuse me. Excuse me, servers. When were we supposed to study for our menu test? Was it on or off of the clock? Was it on or off of the clock we were supposed to study for the test? Does anyone have an answer?
Anytime.
Anytime. Correct. So I'm only paid for the time I'm here. So you asked me to work off the clock. And now I have time to get to the Department of Labor. And this is the second case. Don't touch me! Do not put your hand on me! This will be the second lawsuit this year against a business for incorrect practices. And if you think I'm the one to fucking play around with...
Yeah, so this is what I just don't understand. And he's a grown man, by the way. You do know that you're supposed to be as a server. I haven't been a server in 16 years. You're supposed to know, like, the menu. You're supposed to know that. And then, like, his argument is, well, because, again, I just think that he was just grabbing at straws because he was mad he was getting let go and stuff like that. As if he's supposed to be constantly showing up late and not even just late, but, like, not even texting the manager or his GM, whoever that guy was supposed to have been. But how can you really study when you're there if you're a server, right? Like, that sounds like that's common sense. It's like if you know there's a test tomorrow, right? Or I'm sorry, let's say there's a test that's in like 3 weeks and the teacher's like, hey, you got to study this, study this, study this, but you don't want to study. You only want to try to compare notes when you get to class. That's your fault if you just don't know what's on the test. That's your fault. You're a server. Your job is to, if I walk in and I'm like, hey, so what comes on this sandwich? Does it have any type of allergy? I have a shell allergy. I'm allergic to shellfish and stuff like that. And then you're like, well, I don't really have enough time, because he seemed like he's the type to do that. Well, I don't have enough time when I'm here. Bro, your job is a server. Like, there's nothing else for you to do, bro. You're supposed to be studying that at home. And then, of course, he causes a scene and he goes all this stuff. Listen, I've been there. I've been in a situation, however, where I've had incompetent managers and incoherent managers that's like, okay, I'm just going to, I'm irritated today, so I'm just going to half explain stuff to you. That's when it's messed up. That's when it's like, okay, you can't do that. But when you're in a situation and circumstances where it's like, dude, you chose to be a server, you can tell he's extra. Like, he's already obese and fat. Like, you can tell he's extra and don't touch me, all that stuff like that. It's just like, dude, like, grow up at some point, though. Like, grow up. And then these are the same people that will make a TikTok, because I'm quite sure he did. He was already recording. Man, these people don't fire me, and I'm going to go to the Department of Labor and stuff like that. It's just like, dude, it's just common sense, bro. You got fired because you just didn't show up. You got fired. It's not even just that. It's also like, listen, when your production is high, and I'm just telling y'all this, right? For those who are younger or people who's around my age, I'm 35. When you're him, when you're her, and you're the most reliable person there, or you're just like very rare and hard to replace, when your production is high like that, more things are tolerated by you, meaning attitude, meaning, oh, well, just let him do him, let him do her, because they know and respect and value what you bring to the table. I'm not saying you got to be, a D-head, you got to be, an a-hole. I'm not saying you have to be that way. But when your production is high and you're very reliable and you're hardworking and they know they can't just easily replace you, I promise you, he can sort of get away with that. He can sort of get away with, I'm going to run my mouth and I'm going to be all loud, I'm going to be extra. But when you aren't reliable enough, you don't come to work, it's a constant problem, and it's disrespect on top of that. And it's just, now they got to stay, because you got to think, if they can't get, let's say that manager had to leave at 9 a.m. or whatever, and his shift starts at 9, that guy that came in and got fired. But now he has to stay till 9:30, 9:45, because he wants to be late. He's 20, 30 minutes late. Now you're inconveniencing him, the team, especially at a restaurant. That's just how it works. Okay. It ain't like the dishwasher where it's like they're by themselves, or or they may have a team, but it's kind of by pace. As long as they have enough dishes, they good. But trust me, if there ain't no dishwasher, it's a problem for the whole kitchen. But what I'm saying is that if your production is high, you can get away with that. When your production is low and you're not reliable and not dependable, they can replace you. So for you to be walking around and having an attitude like that, I don't understand that mindset and that logic. And I see this all the times on these crash out clips. It's never your fault. It's always somebody else's fault. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care what you identify as. Okay. It can't always be everybody's fault. It just can't, man. There's no way you're telling me that. I get it. Now, listen, I've worked at a job where I was, maybe 23. This is like in 2013. I had a job where I just wasn't fast enough. I wasn't late like that, but it's just some job I just didn't get. But they knew that they was going to let me go. And this is the thing that's disingenuous about a lot of jobs, right? This is the thing that I don't respect. Because I understand from their angle, they're like, well, we would rather have you put in the 2 weeks notice. That way we can find a replacement. But when they know they're about to fire you, they're not about to put in no 2 weeks. Now, in this video, it seemed like they tried with him, right? And you could just tell by his crash out, and then he's not studying on his own and stuff like that. Because again, you can't be at work trying to on the fly learn the menu and trying to explain to the guests what's on what or what's not on what if you just don't know it's just one of those common sense things where it's like you need to be at home. And the manager even said it, that you should have been it's been out for weeks. But I've had a job where they sat there and waited till I worked up into a certain amount of points. I've had a couple of jobs who have done that, where I've worked at a certain couple of points. I came in, they knew they was going to let me go. I had to put this, that, and the third. Oh, I didn't like that you said this online. Or I didn't like that. And this was years ago. This wasn't like how it is now. I'm grown. I move differently now. But But yeah, I lost respect for that because it's just like, and mind you, one of the jobs tried to get me back. Nope, I'm good. If you're gonna leave me, if you're gonna let me go like that, and I was a goat, and you just like there was no warning or nothing like that, you just let me go, cool, okay. But I've had jobs where I've worked around people where I knew they was gonna let them go. Like, hey man, you might have to dip because they will wait till you like one of my guys, right? Waited till it was around 11 p.m., 11 o'clock, and escorted them out. Okay, I'm just telling you that's just how it is. It's messed up. But when you about to leave, they need you to put in your 2 weeks notice so they can find your replacement. That's when I find messed up. That's when I'm like, okay, yeah, it's kind of messed up. But hey, that's just how it is. You got to kind of accept that at the end of the day. So that's just my mindset at the end of the day is, you got to learn how to have more accountability. Like I said, first off, just get a certain type of job that you can easily do. I work by myself. I don't worry about nobody, bro. I work by myself. My job is easy. I've been in my job almost 4 years. I'm chilling. Like, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm chilling. I ain't missed a shift in almost 4 years. I'm chilling. But I understand how it is. But also understand I'm very hard to replace. Very hard. Like, it's just, and plus I love my job. I love what I do. It's kind of easy for me. It's a lot of work, but it's easy because I mastered it. I work at my own pace. I know exactly when things need to be. I wear many different hats. But when they do that, yeah, that's just how that is, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think the job was wrong for letting, them go like last minute? I mean, in the beginning, I think they tried to it'd be one thing if he came on time and he was doing his job well for let's say a week. And then it was kind of already okay, well, we're about to let you go anyway. You probably already found a replacement. And then they had him clock in and do all that extra work stuff, knowing they're about to let you go. That's kind of messed up in my opinion. But at the same time, the job is just trying to protect them. That's just how it is. You just got to understand that's just how the world is. But I just think that him not knowing the menu when he should as a grown man, you can't study the menu at work because at work, that's the test. It's like you trying to study for this. It's like you're taking a test, trying to open up, looking at the notes. No, it's the test. It's time. Okay. So I just think that they were wrong. To me, the job wasn't wrong. They were just tired of it. They tried and he was late for that shift. You can't win with that. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be coming out with another video very soon. It's going to be about dating, but I just wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. Let me know your thoughts. And if nothing else, have a blessed day. Stay safe and peace.